And if you think Britain has problems now, it looks like greater problems are on the horizon. Leo.
So basically, Britain faces a population time bomb. Populations are dropping because people aren't having enough kids. So we need about 2.1 kids per woman to maintain a stable population. And the fertility rate now is 1.6 children per woman. And just a decade ago, it was up at 1.94. So this is a bit of a problem. And I love it. The Telegraph says after centuries of population growth, falling birth rate risks a shortage of taxpayers. As if that's the most important thing. Oh, nobody's going to be here to pay tax.
They see them as babies, as potential taxpayers. That's the way they see it.
Feed them for a bit and they start paying tax.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see what people are not having the children.
Yes.
Because, I mean, it's like in the city areas, there are people need fathers. You know what I mean? So there are people clearly having children out there, just not fathering them.
So what is it? Is it that people are not having children because they're worried about money, because they're concerned about that kind of thing? Or is it, because I've often found poorer communities do have lots of children. That doesn't seem to,
You get sort of stuck in a trap. This is what I found. Like, rich people can afford to have kids, and like poor people, if you're on, benefits or whatever, you can afford to have kids because, the state's going to provide anyway. If you're in the middle and you're working, like both people in the couple are working, like neither can afford to take time off to have a kid.
Yeah.
And so you've got to, work to get your career to a certain point to have a kid, and by that time you're 40 and you can't have a kid anymore.
Most poor people have children to keep warm.
Yeah, exactly.
Use them as loft insulation.
Use a baby as a draft excluder. You can do that, can't you? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's weird because this has been going on apparently across Europe.
Yeah.
There's falling birth rates, and there's a real worry that there won't be taxpayers.
The
apparently
solution touted by the World Economic Forum and other globalists is to bring in like loads and loads of immigrants from the Middle East and North Africa, Syria, places like that. But I think immigration from culturally sort of integratable places is great, but from other places it's not always so good. You get problems with terrorism,
immigration is important for the NHS. Without immigration, where the hell would we be?
But then there's also the issue that immigration, the more people that would, like 1.2 million visas issued last year, so it's an all-time high, and all those people need somewhere to live. It's not like they're bringing a semi-detached house with them across the channel, so they need somewhere to live. So then the house prices shoot up, and then the people in the UK can't afford to have kids because they've got to pay more for the rent.
Yeah, but this will be the only solution, surely. We need more people.
Yeah, this is why they send the Jamaicans and the Africans back, because obviously we are breeding the children. So I mean, and it's, for me, it's a classic case. This might look conspiracy theory. Well, you mentioned Europe are not producing enough children, but that's not happening in Central America and Africa because they are producing children.
Right.
And it seems very weird that those same people from those demographics are not being allowed into parts of Europe.
Interesting.
So, open the doors, Mr. Patel, and let us do our job. And I mean, nice possible taste.
What's interesting is some countries, like China and India, as they've progressed to become middle-class countries, the birth rate drops there as well. So they're facing the same population.
But, I mean, China had years of just a one-child policy.
Single-child policy, but that was never in India. And in India, for decades, economists and futurologists and people were saying, we're going to have like too many people on the planet. And now they're saying, we're not going to have enough people. But I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. We're going to have automation, which is going to decouple, economic growth from the number of people. We've already seen economic growth decouple from resource consumption. Also, they're saying we'll have less tax. We'll need less tax because there'll be fewer people.
Well, also the robots are going to take over, let's be honest.